Welcome back, everyone, to the UGO NA final. And this is the first tournament we've had where you can basically play both tournaments. They're coming
EU and NA.
Yeah, indeed. And an EU team has made it through the entire tournament without a loss as well. So this is going to be interesting in itself. Previous UGO winners, Moonboys, have returned. And they have come back up from the lower brackets. So this is a prize today. Winners will obviously get a share of, at the moment, $477. So obviously they get 65% of that money. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
There are still more free codes, though.
There is.
Don't forget, guys, you can still continue to donate. And you can also donate more than just the free codes. If you type !UGO, all caps, in the chat, that'll bring up the donation link. The code for that free code is in the bottom left of the stream. At the moment, it is B7SD. So if you type that in there, that'll donate a free $1. And, of course, you can donate anything else you'd like as well. But thank you to the people who have donated so far, as well as the gold donations. And
Indeed.
Yeah, there you go. This is the grand finals, as Jebro said. We've got 203 Ping, the EU team, who has not lost a game yet. They're going to be starting this match 1-0, as they won the winners' finals. Moonboys, the defending NA reigning UGO champions.
It's true.
Are going to be trying to stop the EU tide. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, they're still rolling with Thief. They don't get the second. They get the second map pick, so Kylo is very much the 203 Ping boys from the EU, of course. They just need to win 2 games in this series, and they will win the entire tournament. Getting that bigger share, of course. Both teams will be winning money. Just a matter of how much it will be. And I'm going to ask them to ready up, and we're going to hit it. And basically, they're not deciding to change out what's happening at the moment. I mean, their comps worked. Is he playing a different build though, or has he always been on that specific character? No,
I think everyone's playing the exact same thing we've seen them play so far. Obviously, it's worked very well for Red Team, Blue Team. And again, the matches that they had, certainly the first match they had on Legacy were very, very close. I think Blue Team might even have, or Moonboys might even have been able to win it. They were just, unfortunately, too slow to defend their Lord, and he was killed. Meaning that 203 Ping was able to win that. They did go on and win the second game as well. So it might not just have been luck. But we'll have to see what happens this game.
Yeah, and funnily enough, that's the second map. So I could see that coming back. That's interesting in itself. Okay. Good stuff. Jesus Christ. Is this the Frostball copy pasta of the Naked Reaper play? I'm pretty sure it is. It's pretty epic.
And we do have Frostball in this game as well.
They do?
He is not going to be nacked, though, on this Mirage. He is playing full clothed Mirage in this game. And we do have both teams readied up. Grand finals are going to be getting now. Nacked, indeed.
No nacked, no naked, no anything. Only clothes will do. It is the final. It's serious time. It's not playing Power Reaper either. We've not seen that once today. I'm sad that we haven't seen much elites class stacking. We've only seen warriors and mesmers really, which is saddened me. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Obviously picking the best comps they possibly can think of. I'm looking at Hypno a lot this game. Hypno and Sonny are going to be my 2 main focuses in terms of camera anyway. They're going to be the 2 main influential people. Obviously the Guardians as well. Everyone's influential, but the guys who can +1 and whatnot. Good mower, and that comes out to Male Ranger, and they need to kill him fast. Hypno's right on the backside of him. They need to kill him before he comes out. He's very low. He gets the swiftness to move away.
And his signal good as well. Frostball there to back him up, and he's not going to be brought into downstate. Just a bit too slow on that follow-up. They are going to get the cap for it, however. So that Moa was worth it in the end. Now Hypno making his way over to mid. 4 versus 2 actually here with Kronos as well. And I'm expecting Frostball to probably move off soon. Sunny going very, very low against his 4 versus 2 as he should. He isn't finished yet though. He hasn't gone down. Great support from Maxi Flash coming out. Hypno on top of him. He should be able to bring him down. Kronos here as well. He's still kiting and he's still being healed from Max. I mean, just unbelievable support coming out from Maxi. There's a
Also,
portal
just
as
simply
well.
jumping over that. I know the wall is like line of
Yeah,
sight as
yeah.
well, but like a tiny bit of line of sight at the end was better than running around the wall. Obviously, it might sound obvious to everyone, but it does help.
Yeah,
Just
of course.
a tiny bit of lack of damage. Well, blocks a little bit of that damage, of course, in the end, and he gets unscathed. So that's 2 kills they've not really been able to capitalize onto. And Frostball's being gutsy. He goes for the 3rd cap. And that could have been a big mistake if he's just been a bit ballsy there. Maybe showing off a tad, but still, it does mean the blue team are going to have to disengage a little bit and think about the mid defense. Focusing on that 3rd attack force any movement back out into the map. Meta Ranger does go down, though, over on the windmill. It's going to be important, but I think he's going to get the res. Trying to get the knockback. It's not going to happen. And Sunny is there to potentially cleave and save the rest of his team. Now, this is where Moonboys needs to be very careful. They do get the cap, at least. So even though they don't get the kill, they sacrifice that and get the capture of the node itself. And they need to watch out for mid and for windmill. Blue team, obviously, their main aim is going to be going for 3 caps. But as long as red team are doing the same, advantage of the thief is not going to be fully great, is the phrase. Utilized. There you go. That's the phrase.
Unfortunately, windmill decapped as well by this red team, committing a lot to this node. Naru going to move on to the, or Egypt going to move on to the node. He's going to be a little bit pressured here. Moves is here to heal him out though. Hypno here as well. This is actually a 4 versus 3 for red team. Hopefully blue team can make something out of this. They've got 2 members over on mid, but so far nothing. Naru actually going very low as well. Well, Mansion is going to be decapped for blue team. Good there. Kronos coming in as well. He's going to portal him out. Great portal there from Kronos, and that's going to make actually swap maps, swap the sides, I should say. For them, they're going to be portaling back over to Mansion. That's going to be leaving 4 of these red team members to try and rotate over. Yeah, Frostball being the first.
I mean, they need to use that. They need to just be trying as fast as they can to move around and use the thief and the mesmer together to try and get those bursty kills. They're doing that a little bit more in this game. Vance is doing a really good job of just surviving here, as you said. Frostball, pardon me, joining them as well. Going to get that condition removal and heal support coming out from Max, who's just been ridiculously good today. They need to think about leaving this fight. They can't stay here. They don't want to sustain this. And
Frostball's going to start moving now, though, over to mid.
Although, thinking about it, Roy, right now, I mean, they've got the 2v1 over at windmill. The longer they can survive pushed on this mansion node, just making sure that red team don't back them up, the better. This is a good situation for the blue team at the moment. If they can kill that guy over on a windmill. They need to kill this druid as soon as possible. But now Kronos is actually disengaged, gone back over towards the windmill. They've got it. Now you're going to see these guys start to disengage. It's happening. Disengage from Mansion. Really good play from the blue team. Might seem obvious, but red team have been suckered into this quite significantly. But they couldn't really leave They couldn't really leave that fight too much over on the mansion. Maybe they could have. But you can see it evolve, and they're going to start coming back now. Now, this is really good for these guys, and maybe we'll see another push over to the windmill. It looks like it's trying to happen from the Mesmer and the Druid at the moment.
Absolutely. Kronos doing what he can over a windmill. He's going to be left in the 1 versus 2 as Hypno leaves. He's going to head back over towards mid to try and support him. He's probably actually just going to go straight to far, I would assume. Help steal over with Vans, as Maxi is also going to start making the rotation over with Sunny. So this would be a 3 versus 2. Windmill is going to get decapped, though. Yeah, this game is 2 points away. Just such a close game at the moment. Blue team slowly making their way back from a bit of a deficit in the beginning. Moobs and Naru now have made the rotation over to Windmill. And Cronus is on mid. They've swapped there. Hypno going to +1 onto Frostball as well. Almost gets him down. He's 50% health, but Max and Sunny have made the rotation over.
If they can take out Frostball in the game, like, yeah, I mean, he's not really been pressured this whole tournament, in all honesty, that much at all. They still keep the 2-cap going. They back up and they go back over to the Druid as he's been left, and they go for the 2v1. Now the Druid's left versus Kronos. Now they can leave that 1v1 and keep mid potentially, but because they backed it up so heavily, they've lost the mid as well, of course, and they have opted to go far. This is where I'm not sure that keeping maybe the Thief Mesmer push was the best move there from the Moonboys, but they need to
and there's
try
the portal from Frostball as well into mid. It's going to be 4 versus 3 on mid. Hypno needs to get out of here. This is not the place the Thief wants to be, but it's not really anywhere he can go. You know, he's being pressured very hard by Frostball. He's actually probably going to go to downstate. The conditions are too much. He does port up top. Moves Naru here. Should be able to res. Yep, he's going to be able to res. Probably get out of there, but Frostbolt is not going to chase. Frostbolt is going to chase. Not going to chase. He thought about it a bit.
He is. It's not. It's going to happen. This is where Hypno definitely was needed a little bit, tiny bit earlier, pretty much when you said it. If they can get the kill on Vance, though, that's good, and that will bring him back into the game straight away. But it's not going to be. It's going to be more sustained, and now they have to move potentially again. Olo moves, and Egypt start to move in. Naru there. As the 1v1 continues on the other side of the map. Steel, they're looking low, though. Very healthy red team coming into this point, and here's Sunny. I've not really focused that much in this game, unfortunately. Moa, is he going to be bursted? He has to dip off point. He goes diagonally back onto point, though. But that's towards the support. He doesn't want to get too much or too far away from them. And the support is real. Gains those shields. And the support from the guys advances forward, literally, to try and take out potentially Moobs and the rest of the blue team. They need to be careful not to get too committed to this. Hypno is just on the side, running off those conditions. Midpoint is being contested as well at the moment. Hypno needs to jump in. Probably could get a cheeky little kill on Frostball at the moment, but he's still too low to enter that fight. We might see him getting involved quite soon. He's gone over to Mansion, though. I really think that Hypno could have gone mid there. I don't know.
Ooh, and Steel getting pressured very hard. He does have his distort, but that's going to go off. His well is down. Sunny also pressured. It's going to be really a battle between who's going to go down first here.
Yeah.
Steel is going to be back up. Sunny now moving away from Maxi, though that might not be the best decision. However, Hypno isn't going to be able to do anything. He's at 3% health. He can't engage. There's the portal as well from Frostball. Is going to bring him where? Bring him back towards mid, actually.
Windmill.
Back towards mid to stop Cronus from decapping. And, no, Cronus is there to stop it. Cronus just in time.
Very close. He's not got portal to get him back out of that situation, so he's committed to 1v1 right now. Frostball is not involved in this fight, though, at the moment. They need to take this out to the advantage, and Sunny is a little bit broken away from his Guardian. They need to try and get the CC. They do. Nice knockback, and he's going to go down. They need to cleave the hell out of this fight. Moves, goes for the down state himself. Doesn't even choose to stay up and heal. Now, this is the comeback potential in the game, but they need to take full advantage of this. I'm talking about all the caps right now. Vance is going to stand on Mansion. They need to get a considerable wipe over on mid to really come back into this game. They are still realistically only 80 points, 80 points away at the moment, watching Frostball as he starts to disengage and think about potentially moving back over to Windmill here, but does get back onto the point. There's Legend. There's Egypt. Don't tell him I said that. Go to his head. Jesus. Please don't say that. They've got the double cap.
They do. If they can hold this, they might be able to win. But now Red Team's going to be collapsing onto Windmill. Cronus is going to be the only person there to hold that node. They need to hold this. They can't let it get decapped. Cronus doing as much as he can. He's going to start running out of cooldowns, though. Naru and Moobs are here, but it's going to be just too late, and the decap is good for Red Team. Portal there from Frostball, I believe, and he's actually going to portal into mid. Steel is there to stop the decap, but that's the damage done. Frostball is going to portal back in.
I don't know. Sunny's... Oh, look at this. Max is just ridiculous. They need to try and switch this up quickly and take him out. Hypno, maybe by now, they've still not got anyone contesting that Mansion node. Two guys are completely out of this game at the moment. And Frostball is right on the back of Hypno at the moment, not letting him do anything currently as well. And
he might decap mid too. Oh, there's the portal from Steel, though. It is good. That's going to stop that decap. Good
communication. They're on this, trying to take out Maxi, actually, out of anyone. That's a good way to go. Tries to support Hypno there, moves, as he moves on to him. Just on the side. This fight at the moment, man, Jesus. They're still keeping hold of the decap. They just got it back.
That's going to be the decap on mid, though. Maybe. If Hypno's here in time, he is here in time, but he's going to be 2 versus 1.
No, he's going to try and hold it.
No way
he's going to decap. Yeah. He doesn't want to die now after keeping it contested. The Mesmer going over to far. I think in that situation, they just needed to hold the 2 cap as long as possible. If Hypno goes down, that will probably be the game. He does indeed. Frosty's there. Kronos dropping the portal. There's another portal dropped. I think that's going to be it. I think still pushing far was a mistake.
Absolutely,
I know they're trying to get maybe a portal down over there, but
he couldn't decap. If he can't decap, but yeah, if he can't get the kill.
Oh, versus Vance, it's not worth it. I mean, unless he was thinking about portal move, but I think that's their big mistake of this game.
I mean, they knew that they knew Frostball was going to come here. He came here twice, and Cronus portaled, and then he left. and then he came back and Steel portaled, and then he left. And as soon as Steel left, and he knew that there weren't any more portals on mid, he came back and he got the decap, and that just was a mistake. Yeah, I definitely don't see a reason for Steel to have gone far. You know, if he could have kept 1 versus 2, if he could have gotten a decap, if he could have gotten Vans down, absolutely. But none of those things are happening, and they're now 70 points behind, 3 minutes left. Red team only needs 50 more points, and you know, unless they can Zerg onto Mansion, they're not going to get a decap here. Steel does portal moves onto though. As I say it, Hypno, Naru, and moves are all going to come through. They're going for this decap.
They need it.
They're leaving Steel and moves on mid. Comes back through.
Still goes back through. Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be enough though.
The thing is, Red team were pressured. They had to pressure. I mean, they just literally gone for the quick 1-2. You know, there's Hypno. He's on Mansion. Red team members are starting to come back over as well because they know all they need to do is keep the 1 cap. That's all they need to do. And now, while they're going for that, they actually almost, Kronos, good job on the other side of the map, keeps that close node for the windmill. Now this is where it's all going to be won and lost. Oh, Naru.
I think that's going to be game.
That's going to be game.
They can't get this decap. It's going to be game. And without Naru, there's no way they get that decap. He is going to be finished. 10 points more for Red team. Very close game though.
Yeah.
And it's not over. That is 2-0 for 203 ping, of course. They only need 1 more game to win, but it is absolutely possible for Moonboys to win the whole thing.
He's blood magic. That was a very close game right there.
Yeah.
Very close game. Good stuff.
I would have liked to have seen Kronos try to go onto Vans a bit more. I think that Kronos can probably beat Vans in that 1 versus 1. You know, I think Mirage just beat it. And if nothing else, will force Frostball to make the rotation over. And that way Steel can, you know, if Steel's able to 1 versus 1 against Frostball, then I think that'll be a lot more effective. But definitely Steel going for that far point just didn't really seem to work for them.
Okie dokie. Well, we're moving on to the second game. If they win this one, they will win the series and they will win the monies. the pastors.
Win the monies. Well, both teams will win money, but they'll win more.
Okay. People are not liking the sustain of the bunker tank.
I'm agreeing with those people, to be honest with you.
Syria brands. I don't. The thing is, I don't mind it because the reason is because we had it earlier on in the game and it wasn't that bad. Like if you remember, like people would just out rotate the firebrand, the core bunker guardian, which is the last time it was really solidly around. It's not actually been around solidly and other than before hot like WTS days. So it's been a while, so I don't mind it being back in that respect and it being a supportive build. It has got a little bit too much from the book. I think the nerfing the pages, I just think, you know, even removing that trait or just having less additional pages or something different might be more useful. Like it won't give them as much sustain, like a little nerf like that. PvP only would be useful. I in terms of just the amount of sustain it can offer, it's good. Because, you know, because it brings that Scourge back in and it brings those, I guess, more DPS classes in team fights, you know, for more survival. Otherwise, we see, like, a lot more sustain over the entire comp, which is what we've seen, like, since Hot or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we all have our ideas. This could be a thing. Use the trap. There is no trap in this one. You can't use the trap. This is the game they lost narrowly, though, after just being a little bit too late to defend the Lord.
Absolutely. Might see another Lord Rush. We'll have to see. Apparently, Vans, the warrior on 203 ping, is having a couple issues connecting to the game or the match. Okay. Not sure. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't copy the name of the person who just passed it. You will have to be fired. Okay. So, how do we think this is going to go? I mean, I think they have adjusted slowly over the day to this comp that we're seeing coming out from from 203 ping guys as well. I think there's been different things. I mean, Hypno is just all over the place. I mean, there's just been a couple of decisions where we've just been like, when they lost mid, if they just kept that 2 cap that we saw earlier, and they were trying to push over to Mansion, I think, was it Steel who pushed, or was it Chrono? It was Steel, right? So they're pushing the Chrono over to a 1v1 versus a Spellbreaker, which, unless you're setting up a portal for, and a possible Moa to potentially get the decap and the kill quite quickly, probably isn't the move you want to be going for, right?
No. Like I said, I would love to see Kronos and Steel sort of switch there. I think Kronos definitely has the ability to 1 versus 1 against that Spellbreaker and win.
But then, if you take Kronos out, the team fight that happened on Windmill, like, what you're removing, you're taking away a lot of that damage.
You get Steel back, though.
You do get Steel, you get support, you can sustain, I guess, yeah.
And there's still the Moa, if they have enough follow-up, especially with Hypno there. I think that would work better, to be honest with you. You still have the Distorts, you have the Well. There's a decent amount of condition pressure here as well from Steel. You know, but he definitely isn't going to be able to do much in a 1 versus 1 against Spellbreaker.
That confusion, though, man, is just... On Mirage is just...
And Torment.
really helps in those team fights as well. It's just... But you're right in terms of that 1v1. Then maybe it's the question of, is it even worth having the Chronomancer in that? Like, in that situation. But then he offers up the extra portal. So then what else do you put in there? Do you put, like... I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I mean, I think they've dealt with it a lot better in this series so far than they did in the previous one. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The Druid is running standard Druid as far as I remember. Ancient Magic Wilderness Survival, Druid. Water with Mendes. Sword. It's
going for Sword Warhorn instead of Longbow, but other than that, yeah. Pretty standard. I mean, that is standard.
That's the standard.
There's different. There's different
a lot of people in
variations
ranked play Longbow, yeah. NA anyway. I'm talking for NA, guys. NA.
Talking for NA.
So we're just waiting for them to ready up. This is an important game, so I don't mind giving them a bit of extra time. It is for the money. It's the money.
Could be the last game.
Could be.
We will see. If EU wins the NA tournament, what a meme that will be. Of course, that means NA will have to go over to EU and win there.
Or not here.
Or not, yeah. See. If we do see Blue Team come back, though, it will be one of the few Grand Finals we've seen a non-complete shutout in, I should say, not 3-0 set. And actually, if they win 2 games, it'll be the first ever 3-2 we've had in the Grand Finals, I believe.
It's pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
I want them to come back with 1 game of the series, that's for sure.
That would be nice, yeah. I mean, it's so close. These are some of the closest games I think we've seen. That first game we saw in Legacy with them, and of course that last game, it was very close. It was just, you know, I think Blue Team let the mid game get away from them a bit. Bit of a comeback there in the end, but it was just too late. Anyways, I digress. We are starting what could be the final game of this tournament. 203 ping up 2-0. They need 1 more game. Moonboys need a comeback here. Need a win. Otherwise, they will be out. And here we go.
Okie dokie. So we are going through the potential final split of this series and the tournament. Again, Sunny and Hypno probably 2 of the most important, other than Frostball. Obviously, I mean, there's so many key characters for both teams. It's for a share of the $475. Wondering whether or not we will see any kind of contention over on the other side of the map. We're not. Druid is going to get the singular cap. And Blue Team are all hovering around mid. They're searching for this I actually think this is quite a good tactic, going for the kill. Now, this is going to end up... It's going to end up in 2 extremes right now, that's for sure. Sunny very low here. The short portal, and that's a good one. That's what they need to do. They need to make sure they finish this and snowball this map. This is the snowball map of hell. And this is where this red team can come back. And this is their map pick as well. Interestingly enough, this is the pick of the Moonboys, and they went for that early kill. Now it's going to be all about getting even a potential free cap here, or at least holding on the other side of the map, because Sunny is so important, because they've got so much sustain elsewhere. Sunny is really a lot of their
that's going to be triple cap, actually, for Blue Team.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why. They not only were they outnumbering mid for a moment in time, they got the target down. And that's really the force that I was talking about earlier today in terms of what NA are playing and what EU are playing. It's much more sustained from EU recently. And they're doing it again. Look, they're right on Sunny. They just need to play to their strengths. And the strength of this blue NA team is the burst that they do have. And they're pulling it off right now. They're pushing them off node. They've already got a 40-50 point lead. This is a great start for the Moonboys.
Absolutely. Kronos is going to be forced away from Waterfall by both Vans and Frostball. But again, that's going to be okay for blue team as they're now about 70 points, 60 points, I should say, in the lead with the double cap. Steel going a little bit low towards Graveyard, but sorry, towards Graveyard. I am right for once. He is going to be 1 versus 1 against Frostball. Zombie coming in with a +1 though. Kronos is going to be here to support him, but Steel's very low. There's the portal. He is going to be able to get through it. Very nice portal though, and he's going to be here with Moobs and Naru for the heals. Sunny, good fear there, but not going to be able to do anything there. Actually, Steel, really, he might go down. Moobs away without healing him.
No. He got condition remove as well. Now he's stunned. Sunny's not going to be in trouble though.
Oh,
yeah, he needs to disengage. Look at that mower. Oh, Steel. After being down to about 5% HP, but here comes Max as well, and they disengage. They do lose the 2 free cap advantage, obviously, and they need to keep the point contested to make sure they don't lose the advantage they have seeked really early in this game. They need to keep rolling with that momentum, and I think, Frostball actually pushed them back just by doing so much damage onto Steel, who is now down via the Druid and Frostball as well. So they left Steel a bit in the wind there, to be honest.
So yeah, bit of an interesting rotation. Now Vans is going to be in a 1 versus 2 against Hypno and Kronos, but as always, Frostball coming in with that +1. He might be a bit too late. He is going to be a bit too late, and Vans is going to go into downstate. Finally, for once, we see a +1 from Frostball, just a bit too late there, and the kill is going to should be secured. Hypno low though, and Frostball going to elect to take the 2 versus 1. Actually, Vans is going to be in Vengeance. And Hypno might go downstate. He is going to go downstate, but he's going to be through that portal, so he'll be fine for the time being. And Vans will be into dead.
This might not be a great decision, actually, in all honesty. I mean, he risked it, but now he's going to have to hold on for even longer. But blue team are outnumbered on this side of the map as well, so hopefully they're getting something elsewhere, because this isn't the best. They do portal towards mid. Here we go, 3v1 for a very short period of time. Getting a kill. Nice pull by was that Moves? Is he running Axe still?
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah, he is. That was his pull. Okay.
Absolutely. Good portal as well by Kronos. Good job by Steel to pick up Quarry. It is going to be 1 node apiece, but blue team are still in the lead by about 60 points, and they're starting to control this mid node as well. Steel going to be in 1 versus 1 against Vans. Actually, 2 versus 1 now. Nope. 1 versus 1 again, as him and Kronos are going to swap. Those Mesmer portals keeping me awake. Meme, Vision, Frostball, he's going to be going a bit low. Pressured. Naru, though, also very low. Moob's doing what he can to heal him up. He should be okay.
+1 though. Frosty's going to +1 over on the Quarry. Hypno needs to get involved as well, probably. I don't think there's anyone else. Comes the damage. Trying to advance. Good distortion by Kronos. He's stealthed as well. He just basically bails. That's the best decision.
Ooh, and that kill on mid is good.
Yeah. That's a good decision from Hypno, man. See, that's what you need to do. They're doing a really good... They're actually rotating like beasts at the moment. They're doing so much better than the first game. But they're not... is it going to be enough? Because I think they're only going to get the 1 cap at the moment. They do have a double kill. They need to just go to sides and just dominate.
Let's get another kill, though. Moa is good from Steel onto Zombie Zom. Hypno there for the follow-up out of stealth. Great +1 by Hypno. Great Moa there by Steel. That's going to secure 1 waterfall for them. That's going to be the 2 nodes.
At least. I really feel like they should be getting a free cap out of this. But they're getting off the node at mid. They're actually getting pushed away by Frostball, who's just being the boss. It doesn't care who his versus. They come back out now. Now Moves, Egypt, and Hypno all need to lead the node. They do. And they will live to fight another day, and they will extend their lead.
Actually, that was definitely a good retreat there on their part. Naru staying a little bit behind, but he should be okay. Just getting that life force up, I think. Moves is there to support him if he needs to as well. And right now, it's going to be red team forcing their way onto mid node. Van's leading the charge there. Maxi and Sunny right behind him. Sunny actually staying behind a little bit, make sure no one tries to decap Quarry, which is probably good.
Here.
Oh, and there goes Hypno, as I say it. He might be able to get this decap. Not sure that anyone...
Yeah, he will.
He will.
I think so.
Absolutely. Vans isn't going to make it.
Job.
Great job from Hypno.
Now bail. You're good. You don't need to stay up now. It's all
and
good.
This is the
+1 now. This is like the classic. That was just classic normal Guild Wars C play. 2 cap, the only cap they have. But the thing is, they've done it on the other side of the map as well. So that's good communication. Vance has already said, obviously, he's going to get the decap. Frostball tries to counter that coming in the other side. And now they actually switch it up. So even though they sent Ipno on the other side of the map, and he's used his initiative, we didn't see that coming back out from maybe the rest of the team in terms of just defending, or, you know, Frostball just spotted a gap. Maybe a little bit too confident there. And then we'll get pushed back onto their home nodes. So this is going to be interesting to see whether or not they can hold this. Steel is looking so low right now. Does have cooldowns though. He still has Moa. I feel like they're going to use that quite soon.
Cronus is going to be in trouble though on mid. He's going to be 1 versus 2 against Frostball and Vans. There's no way he's going to be able to survive. Doing the best he can to kite, but he's drops his portal. Oh no, that's actually Frostball's portal.
Oh, yeah.
Frostball's portal.
But look, they lost Sonny. They lost Maxi. I missed the whole of that. Oh my god. I was looking at mid and I was just like, what's going to happen here? And they have had to portal out, and they're portaling back over. And they've now lost 3 members. Missed so much there, mate. No, it was my fault. You were commentating that, but I should have been looking on the other side of the map. This is an epic push from the Moonboys as they get that fight won on the other side of the map. The 2v1 mid was not good because they lost the advantage they would have had if they had sent... Well, you know, they've just been team fighting better as well, so they need... You know, and not out even equaling that up. Yeah, and now this is going all well, all in Blue's favor. They will have the potential option to go for Lord at 350. So pushing it over that, then they can maybe take a few more risks and even push the lead further ahead. I
think it would be a mistake if they do that, though. I think they've been playing well. No, they definitely shouldn't go for Lord.
They don't need to. But if they do push it over 350, at least they have that option. To always go for that Lord. So they can be a little bit more risky with the tactics if they choose to. Maybe push a little bit more because they know they've got that in their back pocket at least. But they don't want this red team to get that opportunity. They take down Sunny once again as well over towards mid. Moonboys are doing a great job on this map. No one can deny that right now. EU or NA, this is just a good game of this is just a good series of Guild Wars 2 at the moment. Just because of they have not lost today, this blue team, this red team.
This will be the first game if they lose it. Ipno going to be downstate onto Waterfall though, but the port is good. Moobs and Naru making the rotation. They might be able to get... No, he's going to be cleaved out. They won't lose this cap though, but over on mid, Cronus is going to be 1 versus 2 again. 1 versus 3 maybe actually. Van's making the rotation. But blue team shouldn't be staying at Waterfall for too long. Steel's just going to 1 versus 1 against Zombie. Naru and Moobs making their way back over to mid. Frostball though is going to make the rotation. Now we're going to follow him as well. Back to Waterfall.
Still solid 2 cap. They cannot do anything about this. I don't even think they're going to get... They're not even going to get to 350 to even push the Lord themselves. Blue are just holding on. Poking it far every so often.
You know what I see this game that I don't see happening as much last game is Steel 1 versus 1 against Vance. Which is, I think, the right choice. Maybe
yeah, it's just not the right push. You're right. I mean, if the thing is, if they're not going to send Cronus, don't send him at all. Just let him do the classic Guild Wars 2 comp play and just get the decap when he pushes out as well. It's really helps.
Got some very good +1s as well. Oh, actually, while I say this, Naru going very, very low. Good heals from Moobs to keep him alive, but might not be enough. There's the elite from Naru going to go down, but he's going to be brought into downstate onto mid. Only 50 points left for this blue team, though, and I don't think red team's going to... There's the decap on Corey as well. Even if they lose mid, it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, because look what happens on the other side of the map. Decap, but this is from Kronos this time. That's game.
He's going to get the full cap. That is 100% going to be game. That's triple cap, too. Moves is just going to hold mid. It doesn't matter, guys.
Look at that.
And we're going to be going to a 4th game, and possibly even a 5th game. We will be 2-1 at the moment. 203 ping up. But Moonboys with the comeback, and now it's going to be their map pick too, isn't it? Oh, no, Legacy was their map pick. I stand corrected.
Yeah, Legacy was their choice. We're going to Skyhammer, boys.
Let's go.
God. I'm not sure if they thought it would go that far. That was good. That was good.
Absolutely.
EU have really gone quiet in the chat, I noticed just now. I'm just gonna say, like, there's less comments all of a sudden. There is a lot less comments. I don't know if
we have ourselves a series, boys.
We do indeed. We do indeed. 2-1. There we go.
I really hope that they win this game. It would be awesome if we go to a 2v2 tiebreaker. First one that we've ever had.
Did we not in the last one?
I don't believe so. I think the most we've ever gone is 3-1
I think we might
in a
have.
finals. I don't think we've had a 3 versus 2, but we'll have to see. That's the first game 203 Ping has lost. So we'll have to see if they change anything or if they just stick with their normal comp. Obviously, Skyhammer will come into play this game. We didn't see Lord come into play at all last game, so none of the special additions to the map.
Just remember,
normal
this is quite late in the day now for you. It's almost
of course,
1 a.m., 2 a.m. as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Depending on where you're going or where you live in EU.
Indeed. Still, the donations can be rolled in, people. Are up to $481, and not all of the codes have been used. I've been informed. So, on screen, currently I cannot see what that is.
DF2Z.
DF2Z.
Is the
there
code.
you go. Thank you, sir.
And I just linked the command in chat as well. You can click on that link and you can go and donate a free $1 if you have not already. As we said just now, the code is DF2Z. It's very easy. It doesn't take much time. We have a little bit of downtime as well while we're waiting for these guys to ready up. So now is the best time to do it. And if you're feeling extra generous, you can, of course, donate anything else that you'd like. Any other amount of money. Obviously, all donations are welcome. We did get our 500 gold donation for that third place team. So thank you to the people who donated there. And thank you to the people who have donated during the rest of the tournament as well. We appreciate you.
You turned throwing the tournament for money.
You throwing to boost an A morale. We'll see. I don't know, man. I've got to root for my... You know what? I forgot to ask you this, by the way. We haven't done predictions in a very long time, Jebro. Who do you think is going to win? I mean, do you think Moonboys can come back? Do you think that 203 Ping is just going to win?
I think there's a few things that come in when you cross region as well, and it gets kind of later in the day. Obviously, it's quite late. They're tired. We haven't seen the red team on a loss yet, either. The first team to beat them.
Don't know if they'll tilt or not.
Do I have to? It's 2 games, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of torn. I'm actually kind of torn.
Well, I've got to stick with my NA boys. Obviously, rooting for the Moonboys all the way. I believe they can do it. I think if they play well,
I believe they can. Yeah.
They didn't make mistakes last game, and I think they made a couple mistakes the other games. That's why they lost. They didn't make any mistakes last game, from what I saw, for the most part, and they won very convincingly. I mean, that was, I think, the farthest apart the game's been, I think, score-wise for these two teams. Yeah. The rest of the games were very close, so I definitely think Moonboys can do it.
You're right, very right, chat, about the dodge jumps. I've been noticing a lot more in these games.
Well, we do have Vans in this game. That's probably part of it. He accounts for, I'd say, 90% of the dodge jumps.
The obsessional dodge jumps, which can be quite clutch at times. They can be quite clutch at times.
All right, match is starting. We do see Moonboys coming off of a comeback. First game won against this team. They need to win the next 2 games in a row. If they lose a game, they will be out, and 203 Pink will have won the final tournament, or the whole tournament, I should say, the grand finals. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the top final one yet. Could be the final one of this year, though, on NA, guys, because we are obviously in late November. There's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all the things that come along with it. EU tournament, though, is in December the 3rd. We'll see if we can put anything on else in between, but this is the final game, potentially. If 203 Ping do manage to win. Now, obviously, they did win on caps, so that it wasn't about the Lord being killed either. And also, I did dodge the fact that I didn't get to make a prediction, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Zom going to be pressured out by Steel and Hypno again. The Mo coming off of Steel and got him off of the node. That's going to be the first cap of the map here on point C for blue team. Right at the moment, over on point A, Cronus 2 versus 1 against Frostball and Vans, doing a lot of work, doing an excellent job of kiting off. Over on mid, Moobs and Naru are going to be 2 versus 1 against Max and Sunny. There's the portal, though, from Frostball. Hypno came in to try and +1. Portal's going to be good, and he's going to throw him off. Vans coming in as well now. He still has a cap to point, though. Still going to be just blue team taking ahead.
Yeah, they did get A, though, which is on the board. A. I never called them A, B, and C. It's always these names, and now it's just A, B, and C. It's kind of boring now compared to that because we don't really much cast on Skyhammer, so it's I guess probably like 6th ever one. Steel though, half HP on the other side on the map, is just pushed far and is holding, but he needs some kind of defense
support. Well, here comes Moobs. What's going to be better support than that? Moobs is going to be here. Should be able to heal him up. And the heals are good. Still going very,
well,
very low.
Outnumber now. Blue team are outnumbering because of that decap over on A. They just decapped and they have two caps. They're really outplaying this EU team at the moment. They're rotating and they're moving quite well. They're using... It's really... They've stuck Steel more in that back position.
Yeah.
Sorry. Words, phrases. Instead of Kronos. So Kronos was there a lot more. Now they've just switched them around, which is something you mentioned quite often in the previous games as well. And it's working. It's definitely working, but it's definitely this more classical Guild Wars 2 gameplay where Hypno's getting those decaps at times as well. I'm not sure if that's the one he got there. I think we actually saw the Mesmer decap A. And this keeps Vance out. Look how paranoid Vance is. I mean, it's just natural.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave. And he didn't. Huh? The thing is, Vance wasn't leaving, you know, during that Kylo game either, right? He pretty much sat there, but Steel kept pushing to him, so it didn't matter if he left or not. You know, that was still taking a play out of the map. With Steel not engaging onto him like that, with Hypno just going for the decaps when he can, but not committing to it, they're keeping a 5 versus 4 on the map, and it's definitely in their favor. Meme Vision now, Frostball going very low, Hypno on top of him. He's going to be pressured onto this node. Steel, however, is even lower. He's going to be queuing the best he can to kite. Moobs is here to heal him up, however, but that's going to be a lot of pressure onto him. Sunny going low as well. He might go into downstate. The turnaround here for Red Team could be great. Portal coming out. I believe that was from Frostball. That is going to be from Frostball, portaling onto mid. That's going to be 3 versus 1 against Chrono on mid. He's going to be forced away. No one going for Skyrim yet? No. Savans is there. Against Hypno.
It's looking pretty good still. Still with the 1 cap. They are just under 100 points ahead. 80 or so. That's going to leave the cannon though. Obviously that will decap A. But at the moment, Blue Team are not having any cap points. So Hypno's opted to go for the +1 and versus with the Mesmer. Now, this is going to be Frosty who will go down. Frostball, sorry, who will go down potentially. Vance is going to be stuck on the node up top, trying to keep that hammer. Kronos as well. He's going for that 1v1. So it's again that situation, I guess, if you think on the far point, which you suggested again, where he's going to be potentially able to win that. Elsewhere, Steel is going to lose out versus the Druid
Frostball and
the Mesmer. Yeah, and that's going to be 2 cap. They're not managing well with this hammer at all, although Hypno does get the decap on the other side. Druid just about is going to get back there. They've not been able to cope with the hammer. Sunny does go down.
Sunny going very, very low.
No.
They need that kill. They need something here.
Yeah.
Red Team's catching up very, very well. Sunny forced off the node. They might be able to cap this midpoint. It's going to be a bit close though, but Kronos and Vance still just stalemating this. And I think if Hypno maybe +1s him here, it would be worth it. But otherwise, I don't know if they should even stay. I mean, I would honestly give it up at this point. They don't have a cap. It's not like they're going to get decapped. And now Frostball coming in. Now it's worth it for Kronos to be here. It's a 2 versus 1. But
A's been captured now as well. Only just. But yeah, Sunny should go down hopefully for the
but that's Skyhammer for red.
Oh, they
that
just got the cap.
was the perfect time for them to get it too.
But look, they got the kill though as well. Meta has gone down the other side of the map. And they will only keep the 1 cap in play, but they have come back quite well. Flipping A camera. He's in the worst bloody place. B, sorry. Maxi Flash, he's getting really pressured here, but Sunny, look what they've been able to do there by pressuring Max so hard. Max has had to disengage. They need to keep pushing on him. Probably Hypno right now would be really good at just coming into this fight and leaving the one. There he goes, coming now. It's too late though. He needs to be here. They could have got the kill on one of these guys at the very least as they push them out. From the capture point, but away from each other. They managed to stay alive and come back together. I really feel like a missed opportunity there, unfortunately, for Moonboys to potentially get a kill and even extend their lead. They do still have the 2 cap. Vance is quite low as well.
Absolutely. Hypno now going to make his way over towards C. Try to get a decap here, but Frostball is here to stop him. Cannon's going to be coming up soon as well. They do need to keep that in mind. Zombies already going forward. And he's going to be there, but so is Kronos. Kronos, we have a 1 versus 1 with the Druid and the Mirage this time instead of the Spellbreaker.
Again.
See how that works. Absolutely. Still in the lead is Moonboys, but by a much closer deficit now than they were in the beginning of the game. They need to hold on to these nodes and probably not lose Skymer again.
Indeed.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think Cronus should have a bit of a better job with this Druid than the Spellbreaker, but he's actually having some trouble at the moment.
It's still hard. I mean, they've got 28-point lead. They're not going to be able to come back into the game. Like, there's no major mechanic other than just decapping the
and
nodes.
Steel going down.
Oh,
Portal's going to be too late from him. That's not good. That's going to be the decap on mid.
I mean, at least they can contest, maybe. He's gone back through the portal.
Yeah.
Portal.
Probably an accident. That's going to be the 2-cap for red team.
Ban bunker specs and play courtyard. I don't know, mate.
That doesn't seem right.
That doesn't seem
they really.
Right.
Oh, here we go. As I was just about to say, Hypno really needs to +1 this hammer. I think they need to get this kill, and they need to get this hammer. But as soon as Hypno comes, so does Maxi, and he's going to be healing him up. There's no way they're going to get a kill against a Druid and a Firebrand. If they do, someone messed up somewhere. And Cronus actually might go downstate. A lot of pressure coming out from Zombie here. Hypno doing what he can, but double cap for red team is going to mean they're very close to coming back in this game.
Yep, he's searching over there on C for that decap. 10 points now as well. They start to get desperate and scrappy. Sunny is very low, but they don't push down. They've not got the cap. So there, I really think he's so low. Moves there, and moves in Egypt there. Should have moved off node for the focus on Sunny. I really think that's what they should have done just then. They've not got the capture point in their favor. He was so low. Could have even... do you know what I mean? It just feels like at times, sometimes they're missing these opportunities to really finish off their opponents, and they're not picking them up. And in fact, they're playing on a point now, which is... This is almost a waste. I feel like they can even lose this matchup, maybe. I don't know. It's still fairly even, but they still could have got the kill. While on the other side of the map, Hypno's really keeping them in this game at the moment on 1 cap. And goes down, unfortunately, as well. This is still... The hammer is still in play. To a degree, I actually think they should have... When they didn't have the cap on the other side of the map, they should have just given it up. Give up the hammer.
They've committed so much to hammer.
Yeah.
Both times. And as soon as hammer comes up, they've started losing as well.
Yep.
They were winning this game pretty easily. And, just as soon as hammer came up, they committed to it. They lost the decap. They lost the caps on the map. They didn't get the kill on hammer. They ended up losing it as well, just because of what they committed to it. Same thing as well with the second hammer. Now they're 50 points behind. They might get this kill. They should get this kill on Zombies. 3 players here. They are going to get him downstate. Sunny coming in a bit too late. That's going to be the hammer.
They need it.
Which they needed it, absolutely.
They need it bad. All 3 caps.
But now the rest of red team is coming through the portal.
Oh, all of them. Just everyone go on to that team fight. Everyone. Win it. And then you're going to be able to get a free cap, and they'll be able to come back right into this game. But can they have the pressure? Because even though they've only got 3 or 4 guys hitting, the 3 guys here now. No, see, this 2v2 now is going to become elongated. And it's the Necro Firebrand versus the Necro Firebrand. They're losing caps across the map, though, the red team in the moment. Frostball's going to be 1v2. He's going to drop Portal. Egypt's still obviously over towards that node. Vance is going to be holding on C. It's a close point of red.
They're going to have to do something fast, though. They are 100 points behind.
Indeed.
They only have 5 minutes left. And this is it. If they lose this game, and as I said, Nara going downstate is not the way for them to win this game. Moob's leaving as well. Maybe he is trying to stay around. He's probably just going to contest this.
This is a big point in the map. This is the pinnacle point of the map where if they don't switch it up right now, they've lost. Unfortunately, Moobs is on his own. Egypt did go down. And now they will probably give up hammer. It's worth giving up because they don't need to be fighting over it right now. The only reason they should be fighting over it is to remove those caps completely. But if Moobs dies there, that's the game 100% over, and he makes a choice, which is a good one in my opinion. Now they have to leave someone. No, they're going to still contest it. They're still contesting it.
Well, it's just Kronos. He's 2 versus 1, which is good. But he's 2 versus 1, and the rest of the map isn't going anywhere in their favor. And he is probably going to go down here now. Too much condition pressure. Hypno coming through the portal is going to try and support him. Sunny a bit pressured here. If they can get a kill on Sunny, it'd be really nice. But now they're going to be almost 150 points behind.
Now they're outnumbered.
Hypno, Naru coming through as well. I don't know. I just feel like they lost so much on Hammer this game, and they just didn't need to.
And this
Which is
was
really
the
unfortunate.
This was the map pick for 203 ping as well. Frosty is not looking good versus Steel over here, though. His health starts to come back up. Good dodge by Steel. He might get the kill on Frosty. There's a shot. No, so close. He gets it. He does get it, but there's Hypno was coming over. I'm not sure if he got +1 elsewhere.
It's going to be Hammer, though, for blue team. For red team,
Oh,
sorry.
they got the reds.
Ooh, and Steel's so low from that Hammer.
They just literally were so close to coming, like, with a cap or so there, but they did get decapped elsewhere. Now we've got the sides, potentially. There's too many men, maybe, versus the Druid. Maybe leave the Mesmer. Hypno go mid, get the decap, get the +1 there, sorry, as well.
It's just too late. Naru was coming off of downstate. He wasn't going to be able to help. It's going to be mid-cap for red team.
Maxi is happy about that.
And Moobs has left the game. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if that was a disconnect or what, but I believe that is probably going to be it for Moonboys in this final game.
Oh dear.
That's unfortunate.
It would be awesome if we could maybe just have all the players like just stay until the end of the game. I mean, just out of respect, really, for the tournament and whatnot. That'd be quality. That'd be lovely in the PvP scene. It's not nice to win, to lose, of course, but at the end of the day, hey ho.
It is unfortunate indeed. That is going to be game though. GG coming out from Naru. That will be 203 ping, winning 3-1 in this NA tournament.
Okay, good stuff. And the salt comes out from my mods out of anyone. There we go. Okay, and they did do a really good job. Like, oh wow, guys, come on. As the trash talking comes out in every form.
Glorious you versus NA. Feels good.
God. It's always there. It must be fueled. Must be fueled. Okay, so let's have a look at what they'll be winning. Indeed, it will be a total of $488. There's still about 20 maybe bucks of the free code left, which is very cool. But that's going to be the winners of the tournament. It's going to be the EU team coming over to NA and taking 400, not taking the whole amount, but 65% of just under 500 bucks. Try and get the code in the chat as well into Metrarino. Give another $12 or so. TY6P. Click on the link which will be in chat. And you will basically be able to donate a $3 to the tournament. Match Arena obviously have given us, they gave us $50 when we've hit that mark. They gave us another $50 as well. And if you entered the code before, just one code, you can still enter another code as well. And